guys win by double digits, and the coach is still not happy.
Yeah. Because the first half we played good defense and our offense was flowing, but the second half we gave them too many easy points and we were lacking a little bit in defense. So that's what he was big on talking to us in the locker room about our defense.
The first half looked like you guys were going to run them right out of the building.
Yeah.
And maybe the first part of the second half you started letting them at least hang around a little.
Yeah, we got comfortable and content with our big lead, and that's the thing we preach all year. The second half come out with that same intensity, and we didn't bring it. I think in the first 5 minutes, and it showed.
Mike, when you guys are like letting teams back in, are you conscious that you guys are letting up a little bit?
Yeah, we always have a tendency of having a large lead in the first half and allowing teams to come back in the second half. I think that's our biggest problem. But then letting every team that we play against that we have a large margin come back in the game. I think we have to really start to learn to adjust and maintain a large margin.
Well, it looks like you guys, adjusted nicely after a while and then kind of put them away. We might have got lost in the whole thing, but how many times does Kyle, pick up? He got 4 charges today. I mean, how many skin burns does he have in there?
Oh man, you should see his back. Actually, he plays with a pad on his back now.
Is that right?
It's because the amount of charges he takes. It's incredible. He's just always in the right spot, and he's willing to sacrifice his body for the team.
Like 4 of them today.
And that he always takes them in practice as well too. So he doesn't just do them in games. He does it in practice as well.
Yeah.
He gets up smiling every time.
Yeah, all the time. I think he enjoy it. I think he should have been a football player.
Okay, you guys know offensively, especially again, Mike, and you're starting to like starting. I'm seeing here getting out there. Now you've become like the third weapon. Everyone knows what they're going to get from Mike and Scotty.
Yeah.
You've become another option for that team to worry about.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help them out. I mean, they got enough on their hands already. Teams already scout them and know what they're capable of doing. So I just want to be that extra weapon that, if it's not his night or Scotty's night, then I can step up and help him out.
What does it mean to have a guy like a third option now out there, Mike?
Senior, he's definitely gave us a lift. It all starts in practice. He always pushes his teammates to go hard, whether they want to hear it or not. It's always good taking criticism from him, knowing that he's a senior. So I just follow his lead.
Yeah, how critical is he?
that one I won't discuss.
It started off with the loss, but you guys rebounded with a nice 2-in-1 week. Talk about the road now. You guys can go on there.
We're gonna use this weekend as a stepping stone. We're gonna practice this week and just continue to get better, especially working on our defense. We can always improve on that, and just continue to just play our basketball and the way we're capable of playing.
So now you go in the locker room with your second win in 3 days, and coach isn't happy. Is it all about the defense and stuff with him?
Yeah, basically it's all about defense with him. Even though we won today, he still he always want to end out on a good note. So we just have to just get prepared for Rod on Friday. It all starts the practice starting tomorrow.
All right, guys. Scotty, Rod's become now that third weapon that you guys needed because teams can't just key on you and Mike anymore. What does he mean now, especially the last 2 games where he's really kind of exploded?
It means a lot. Rod's starting to become the senior leader that he is. All that hard work that he's been paying off all 3 years that he was here, and this year is all paying off. And he's just a hard worker and a hard-nosed kid, and knows a lot about the game, so he could bring a lot to the table. I just feel like he has to just stay aggressive as he has been.
Big first half. I think it was 16 points in 18 minutes first half when you guys really kind of, for most of the part, put the game away.
I mean, he came out and gave us a spark. And, running the floor, playing defense, all types of stuff. Rod does it all. So, he's been a very big part to the team.
Yeah. Coach Loyola, coach said he knows he prepared for you, he prepared for Mike. He did not prepare for Rod. And that's probably could become a theme the rest of the year.
A secret weapon.
Yeah, there you go. Can you talk to me quick about Kyle's penchant for picking up offensive fouls?
Kyle just sees it. Kyle knows when they're coming to the paint, and he knows when to step in and when not to. Kyle knows exactly when is the perfect time to just get right there. They all jumping into him. So.
You tell me he wears a pad on his back,
he
especially
does.
For this?
He wears a pad on his back just because he be screening, and he said gets the charges. So.
Yeah. Okay. 2 wins now to close out the week after the disappointment up at Santa. That's kind of seemed like a bit of a memory now.
Yeah, we can't forget about it, but it was a game we kind of gave away. So we feel, that we have to just keep playing like we are now.
Okay. Good. Sir. Leading the league in wood burns. I was talking to you to Mike and Rod, and they were like, "Man, you should see his body. It's all marked up with burns and stuff, and he wears this pad." How is it that you have a knack for finding the right place to take these charges?
I really don't know. I guess it's just like today. It was just kind of they were coming into me defense. I was in help side. The past couple games, obviously, we weren't doing anything on defense as far as that goes with like charges and things like that. And that's a big part of the game. You could swing momentum by doing that every once in a while. And today was just a little more than usual, I guess you could say.
4 times. That's 2 games worth usually, right there.
Yeah, exactly.
They tell me that you wear a special pad, so that it kind of cushions the blow a little bit.
Well, I've never worn anything, but right before I think it was like Hofstra, caught a good one in practice, and just since then now I've had to wear. I've had some pretty good bruising and stuff, but that's just part of the game.
Okay. Bruising. How many floor burns you have?
I've been lucky. Not too many of those actually.
Many.
Nah, I got a nice way of falling, I guess you could say.
You always seem to get up. I watched it all 4 times you got up. You're smiling, laughing. It's like Ross said, you enjoy his pain. That guy, you should be a football player.
Well, I come from Don Bosco, so I guess I should have played football too, But I guess it's just a swing of momentum thing. That's really all it is. It's enjoyable to just help the team. That's all it was really. And I was more so laughing at the fact that I was like I picked up 2 and you're still coming at me. That's all I was kind of laughing at. It really wasn't anything like taunting or anything like that.
Our coach said he buys pizzas for the team on 5 offensive. He almost had to buy you your own.
Yeah, he told me he was going to buy me my own, but I told him 5 is still 5. I didn't pick up 5, so I don't know if I'll get it or not, but I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, keep him on about that.
No problem.
Last question about Ra though. Everyone kind of knows what Mike's going to give you guys and what Scotty's been doing, all the double-doubles. But Ra's become kind of like a new weapon now, especially the last 3-4 games.
Yeah, well, he's just playing real well as far as, offensively, defensively. He's really bringing that, that senior leadership. And that's really important to the team, him and the lead. It's not just Ra also, but, as far as Ra goes, he's been playing great the last 3-4 games. And, he's very vocal. And that's something that we've been somewhat lacking every once in a while. And he seems to be the one who always, steps up and really takes charge as far as that goes. And that really helps us as a team.
Gets your attention.
Gets our attention offensively, defensively, everything.
Okay, thanks. So if the game ended at halftime, I would say you didn't have much to complain about, but being that they played second half, I know you found problems with defense.
Yes, lots of it. I thought it was 2 different teams from first half to second half. I give them credit for being better offensively, but we just broke down and played nonchalant again, thing that we've struggled with all year, just keeping our intensity for 40 minutes.
Seems like they rebounded, though. They let them get, I think, within 13, but then I think they clicked in.
Yeah, they didn't let it go on a prolonged run, but
I
think we had 5 or 6 stops in a row after they got it to 13. But you can't be comfortable. Good teams are going to make a run. They made a run like that on Fairfield. They went from 19 down to 4. You don't want to put yourself in that position because if it's a close game, you'd be 10 down trying to make a comeback.
Right. I was talking to Jimmy, and he said, he looks at the box scores and he saw Glover. He goes, I knew that would happen. He looked at Scott. He said, I didn't account for Ra.
Ra played a great game. He made some shots. He was aggressive. He's been a great addition to our starting lineup for I think about 4 games now. He works hard every day in practice. He's getting healthy too from the beginning of the year to where he is now. Right. So I think that's part of why he's playing better.
Talk to me about Kyle a little bit. He seems to sniff out the opportunities to take charges and all.
Yeah, you know what?
Again tonight.
He almost had a pizza for himself. We buy pies anytime we get 5 as a team, and he had 4 for himself. So I think he really had the 5th, but the ref didn't want to give it to him at that point.
You get a pie for 5?
Yeah, his whole team. I buy everyone on the team pizza if as a team get 5, and he would have gotten his own if he got 5. I've never had a kid get 5 in a game, but
so he would have got his own.
Yeah, I probably have to reward him with 1.
But he just does have a knack for being in the right place.
He's got the toughness. That's what it really is reading what's going on, but also being tough enough to take it, because you're going to get hit hard and he's going to go down. And he's tough enough to take it. I'm very proud of him.
nice rebound from the Siena loss. You could have closed out the week with 2 wins in 3
Absolutely.
days. So.
That's very important. I played 2 very good teams, and you want to win on your home floor, obviously, and did a nice job of doing that.
Okay.
I think we can look at different parts of the game and understand what we did well in each game. The St. Peter's win, I thought we played a little differently. We played hard in the first half, but really good in the second half. Tonight we came out and played, I thought, really good in the second half. Had a little, first half, and then had a little bit of a let-up in the second half. But again, I have to give them credit. They're a good team. They're not going to go that long without making shots and making plays. They played small, so they can beat you off the dribble in different areas, and that we struggled a little bit against that until we kind of made a few adjustments later in the game.
And Coach, Mike Glover's been looked very dominant today, getting offensive rebounds, making points. How do you describe his play so far this season?
On the offensive end, it's been tremendous. I think he's just a guy who plays with so much energy and so much effort, and he has a good touch and he has a good feel for what's going on around him out there. He's a tough guard for people. I think defensively, he's got a tremendous amount of improvement ahead of him, and he needs to be doing it on both ends. And we don't get that all the time from him, and that's the one area we're working on.
And Coach, your offensive play was very good in the first half. The second half, the opposition came back into the game. How do you feel about the defense for the team so far?
It's improving from where it was early, but we have a long way to go.
Okay, thank you very much.